In Indian polity, we are going to discuss about Article 20, that is protection in respect of conviction for offences. Okay, in the previous class we discussed about Article 19, that is protection of six rights. Okay, so total articles 19 to 22 comes under the right to freedom. This is our second fundamental right of the Indian Constitution. Okay, we completed our first fundamental right, that is right to equality, articles 14 to 18. So in this class we are going to discuss about Article 20. So Article 20, it provides protection against arbitrary and excessive punishment to an accused person. So the person who is convicted for his offence, he can receive protection from Article 20 against his arbitrary and excessive punishment. Okay, so there are three important provisions or three important clauses under Article 20. Okay. So Article 20 clause 1, it talks about no ex post facto law, that is protection against ex post facto law. Here ex post facto law means a retrospective law. So it can impose penalty or punishment which has already done in the past on the basis of previous law. Okay, at present also it can continue. Okay, so at present also it can continue on the basis of present law. This is ex post facto law. Before going to the subject, I will give one example to understand this important concept. Okay. See the first image. He was accused person as per 2021 criminal law. Okay. So he got imprisonment for 1 year in 2021. Okay. In 2022, he was free from imprisonment because he completed 1 year of his imprisonment. In 2022, the law was changed. Our parliament enacted new law, that is 2 years imprisonment for the same offence what he did. Again he was imprisoned because he completed only 1 year as per past law. Okay, present law there is 1 year for the extension. Okay, so this is ex post facto law. I hope you can understand this important example for the ex post facto law. Okay. So ex post facto law is a retrospective law. Okay. So there is no person shall be convicted for any offence except for violation of a law in force at the time of the commission of an act. Okay. So at the time of act or law, only the person can convicted for any offence only as per present law or past law. Okay, so there is no extension of punishment or penalty on the basis of new law. Okay, and penalty also comes under this point. Okay, and this important article 20 clause 1 only for the criminal laws, not for the civil laws or tax laws. For example, in 2015 10% tax was existed for the 10 lakh rupees income. Okay, in 2020 the percentage of tax is increased, that is 20% for the 10 lakh income. Okay, so the percentage is increasing. As per new law we are able to pay the new percentage of the tax. Okay, so this is retrospective law. As per law, so the percentage increasing. Okay, so the people also will pay the tax as per new law, not as per the past laws. Okay, so this is retrospective law. So second article 20 clause 2, it talks about no double jeopardy. No person shall be prosecuted and punished for the same offence more than once. Okay, so this important provision only for the courts. So courts only can give punishment for the same offence only one time. Okay, so but this is not allowed in the administrative departments or government offices. Okay, for example, one person he was convicted for his offence and he is working under the government or administrative department. Okay, so according to the Supreme Court he was punished for 5 years imprisonment. This is one punishment. Okay, at the same time administrative department or government officers can suspend him because of his offence. Okay, so administrative departments or government officers can give punishment more than once, but only in courts there is no person shall be punished for the same offense more than once. This is no double jeopardy according to Article 20 Clause 2. Okay, so under Article 20 Clause 3, that is no self incrimination. Here no person shall be accused for any offense to be witness against himself. Okay, so it is a protection against such compulsion. So this is giving evidence against himself. Okay, so this is Article 20 Clause 3, no self incrimination under Article 20, that is protection in respect of conviction for offenses. So overall it doesn't extend to compulsory production of material objects and thumb impression, signatures, blood identifiers, compulsory exhibition of body. So these are only applicable to the criminal proceedings, not to the civil proceedings. Okay, so these three important provisions only applicable to the criminal proceedings, not for the civil proceedings. Okay, thank you for watching.